A bottle of Clorox bleach costs $8 at Walmart, 121 fluid ounces. Sounds reasonable until you read what's actually inside. The active ingredient is sodium hypochlorite. Concentration, 3%. The other 97% is water. You are paying $8 for a jug that is 97% water. The brown bottle I'm holding costs $1. Same aisle, different shelf. 3% hydrogen peroxide. It kills the same bacteria. No chlorine fumes, no stained clothes, no warning label that reads like a legal contract. I tested both on the same cutting board, the same countertop, the same grout line. Here's what happened. Stay with me on this one. Let me back up for a second. The average American household buys bleach 4 to 6 times a year. That's $30 to $50 annually, depending on which bottle you grab. Clorox, splashless Clorox, scented Clorox, Clorox with, quote, extra power, end quote. It's all sodium hypochlorite diluted in water. The markup is not on the chemistry. The markup is on the brand name, the scent, and the plastic jug. Meanwhile, Equate 3% hydrogen peroxide sits on the shelf at Walmart for $1, 32 ounces. That is 3 cents per fluid ounce. Clorox regular bleach, 6.8 cents per fluid ounce. More than double per ounce for a chemical that does the same oxidizing job. Here's why it actually works, and it's simpler than you think. Both bleach and hydrogen peroxide are oxidizers. That means they destroy bacteria the same fundamental way. They rip electrons off the cell walls of germs until those cells fall apart. Sodium hypochlorite does it with chlorine. Hydrogen peroxide does it with oxygen. Same destruction, different delivery method. The CDC lists hydrogen peroxide as active against a wide range of microorganisms: bacteria, yeasts, fungi, viruses, and spores. A 0.5% concentration showed bactericidal and virucidal activity in 1 minute. The bottle at Walmart is 3%, 6 times stronger than the minimum effective dose. Here's the part most people miss. When hydrogen peroxide breaks down, it turns into water and oxygen. That's it, water and oxygen. When bleach breaks down, it leaves chlorinated byproducts on your surfaces. One disappears. The other lingers. The chemistry is not debatable. The only question is whether you care about what's left behind. All right, here's the build. Took me about 5 minutes. Should take you about the same. Here's what you need. Equate 3% hydrogen peroxide, 32 fluid ounce bottle. $1 at Walmart. First aid aisle, bottom shelf. Brown bottle. 1 empty spray bottle. Dollar Tree has them for $1.25. Or reuse any old cleaning spray bottle you already have. That is it. 2 items. $1 to $2.25 total. Step 1. Pour the hydrogen peroxide directly into the spray bottle. Do not dilute it. 3% is already the working concentration. Step 2. Label the bottle. Write H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide on it with a marker. This matters because hydrogen peroxide is clear and looks like water. You don't want anyone drinking it by accident. Step 3. Store the spray bottle in a dark cabinet or under the sink. Hydrogen peroxide breaks down when exposed to light. That's why it comes in a brown bottle. If you leave it on the counter in direct sunlight, it'll lose potency within a few weeks. In a dark cabinet, it stays effective for months. One safety note here: do not mix hydrogen peroxide with vinegar. Together, they form peracetic acid, which can irritate your skin, eyes, and lungs. Use one or the other, never both at the same time on the same surface. Also, hydrogen peroxide can lighten dark fabrics and colored surfaces. Test a small hidden spot first if you're cleaning something dark or dyed. On white surfaces, countertops, cutting boards, tile, grout, sinks, no issues at all. Total cost for a full spray bottle of disinfectant? $1. Now, here's the part I was most curious about. Let's see what the numbers say. I set up 4 tests. Same kitchen, same day, same surfaces. Clorox bleach diluted to manufacturer's recommended ratio versus straight 3% hydrogen peroxide. Test 1. Kitchen countertop. I rubbed raw chicken juice on 2 identical sections of my countertop. Sprayed one side with diluted Clorox, sprayed the other side with hydrogen peroxide. Waited 5 minutes, wiped both down. I swabbed each section with a bacteria test strip. Clorox side, clean, no detectable bacteria. Hydrogen peroxide side, clean, no detectable bacteria. Identical result. Test 2. Plastic cutting board. Same procedure. Raw chicken, 2 halves, 5-minute dwell time. Clorox side, clean. Hydrogen peroxide side, clean. Again, identical. Test 3. Bathroom grout. This is where it gets interesting. I sprayed both solutions on matching grout lines that hadn't been cleaned in 2 weeks. Waited 10 minutes. Scrubbed with the same brush, same pressure, same number of strokes. Clorox side, visibly whiter, definitely cleaner looking. Hydrogen peroxide side, also cleaner, but not quite as dramatic on the staining. For killing bacteria, both worked. For making grout look whiter, bleach had a slight edge. Test 4. The fume test. This one is not scientific. It's practical. I sprayed Clorox in a closed bathroom with the door shut. Within 2 minutes, I could smell chlorine. Within 5 minutes, my eyes stung. Then I aired it out, waited an hour, and did the same thing with hydrogen peroxide. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, nothing. No smell, no sting, no burning throat. Just nothing. If you have kids, pets, asthma, or just a nose, this test matters more than the bacteria swabs. Here's the annual math. A household that buys Clorox bleach 5 times a year at $8 a bottle spends $40. A household that buys hydrogen peroxide at $1 per 32 ounces, let's say 1 bottle per month, spends $12 a year. That is $28 saved annually on disinfecting alone. Not life-changing money, but $28 for a product that works the same, doesn't stain your clothes, and doesn't make your kitchen smell like a public pool? I'll take that trade. 2 things before you try this, because I'd rather you hear them from me. First, hydrogen peroxide is not a replacement for bleach in every situation. If you're dealing with mold in a shower, bleach is more effective at killing mold roots beneath the surface. Hydrogen peroxide kills surface mold, but it doesn't penetrate porous materials the way sodium hypochlorite does. For serious mold problems, bleach wins. Or better yet, call a professional. Second, hydrogen peroxide has a shelf life. Once you open that bottle, it starts slowly losing potency. An opened bottle lasts about 6 months before it weakens significantly. An unopened bottle lasts about 3 years. Bleach, by comparison, also degrades, but most people don't know that either. Neither product lasts on your shelf indefinitely. If you need maximum disinfection power against the toughest pathogens, like C. diff spores in a medical setting, bleach is still the standard recommendation from the CDC. For everyday kitchen and bathroom cleaning, hydrogen peroxide does the job. The difference between these 2 bottles is not chemistry. Both are oxidizers. Both kill bacteria. Both are EPA-registered disinfectants. The difference is $8 versus $1. Fumes versus no fumes. Stained clothes versus no stains. $40 a year versus $12. If this saved you money, It'll save someone you know money too. That's the test. $1 spent, $28 a year saved. See you next time.